Hey fam, you might not want to hear this, but I bet you didn't get to everything you wanted to do today.
So late.
Well, get ready to level up your life because I'm going to help you figure out what your productivity style is, which will allow you to better plan out the things that you need to get done and stay focused throughout the entire day. I'm John, this is a Pokemon, and welcome back to the channel where we discuss my best tips and tools to help empower you to live your best life and have fun doing it. Over the next few minutes, you're going to learn 1, a little background on all of this, 2, the 3 major productivity styles along with their strengths and weaknesses, and then 3, a test that you can take to figure out your primary style today. And by watching this video, you're improving your life productivity pillars, so stick around to the end to see how many experience points you gained for each of those. All of this info comes from the fantastic Dr. K, who runs a YouTube channel and a Twitch stream called Healthy Gamer GG. He talked about this on one of his streams, and it's dramatically changed how I plan out my days and has helped me realize that my productivity style does not conform to society's expectations, and that's totally okay. This concept is rooted in Eastern teachings, which embrace the view that people are not one size fits all when it comes to motivation and things like productivity, but instead they fall into different categories, or doshas as they're called. And what's really cool is that these categories align with the different elements, so if you've ever wondered which elemental bending tribe you belong to, then keep watching. Also, people don't even just fall into one category. They can be a mixture of them, which is another reasonable view that we're all different, and rather than forcing you to conform to a certain standard, it helps to understand what works best for you. The 3 styles are wind, fire, and earth. And as I describe each of them, think about which one just resonates most with you. First, you have the wind style, also called vata, or the dynamic style. For these people, your mind flows like the wind. So it's very fluid and can change directions pretty quickly. You're easily excitable and you love jumping into new tasks, but you actually get pretty bored pretty fast. To use a spaceship analogy, you have high acceleration and you move very quickly in a short period of time, but you have low top speed. So you plateau pretty quickly and eventually slow down relative to others. So let's say you're a TIE fighter. And this is my main style, so woo, go airbenders. If this style resonates with you, then here's how you should plan your days. You should rotate where you're working on throughout the day and give your mind different things to work on rather than hyper-focusing on just one thing. For example, your day could consist of short 30-minute or 1-hour blocks of a bunch of tasks, like working and attending classes, exercising, calling a friend, working on a hobby, eating meals, watching an episode of something, and cleaning. This is sort of the exact opposite way that school and work teach us to act, since they usually encourage us to spend long, sustained periods of time writing essays, reading, working on projects, or researching. Instead, if this is your primary style, try organizing your day in sprints instead of a marathon and structure in frequent breaks. I'll be releasing a video on this later, but one practice that could really be helpful for you, if this is your main style, is something called the Pomodoro technique, where you work on something for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. I'll link that below once that video goes live. Now, each style has its own weaknesses or pitfalls, but don't worry. I'm going to tell you how to overcome all of them. For the wind style, your pitfall is that you can be really anxious and worry a lot, since your brain likes to think of every possible outcome all the time. You tend to anticipate a bunch of problems before starting a new task, and this can really destroy your motivation. However, you can overcome this by realizing that your mind has the capacity to see way more problems than actually exist, and you can actually use your superpower, your excitement levels, to overcome your anxiety. So when you need to work on something, think about what excites you about it and just jump right in. As you start to get bored,
I'm so bored,
or a little tired, put it down and move to another task. But remember, you can easily get excited again and go right back to the first task, so maybe even just an hour or 2 later. Next, the fire style, also called Pitta, or the driven style.
Fire! Fire!
For these people, your mind flows at a regular pace. So think of it as if your energy and your motivation is a fire that burns at a steady rate. You have pretty consistent ambition levels, and in general, society is designed for this productivity style. Going back to the spaceship analogy, you have decent acceleration and decent top speed, so you're able to cruise at a steady speed. So that makes you more like an X-Wing, a good ship with good speeds.
You won't believe your eyes. What's the X-Wing rise?
Those TIE fighters might catch up to you in the short term, but over time you'll shake them off your tail. If the fire style resonates with you, here's how you should plan your day. You should create a consistent schedule with a few medium-sized tasks. For example, your day could consist of working on just 1 to 2 projects, exercising, and doing one hobby. But unlike the wind style people, you can do each of these tasks for multiple hours at a time if that's what you want to do. You have an ability to push yourself beyond when a wind style person would get bored, and you should use your superpower, your consistent energy levels, to carry you throughout the work or school day at a healthy pace. The main pitfall for the fire style is that you can burn yourself out by pushing yourself to do an activity longer than you should and by just not getting the right balance of things that you need in your life. You can overcome this by being aware of the feelings that lead you to burn yourself out. So for example, you might feel frustrated, self-righteous, or some other form of ambition that pushes you to keep working past your point of exhaustion. Be aware of your limits.
Beware, Viceroy.
And figure out how long is too long for you. So maybe 2 hours for one task is enough. As Dr. K notes, watch out for interpersonal conflicts, given that fire style people can easily get frustrated by other people sometimes. Last, we have the earth style, also called kapha or the resilient style. When working on a task, you're very slow to start, but once you figure things out, you are incredibly powerful and effective. For the spaceship analogy, you have a low acceleration, but the fastest top speed in the galaxy. So of course, this makes you the Millennium Falcon. And my secondary style is this one. If the earth style resonates with you, here's how you should plan your day. You should give yourself plenty of time to get started on tasks and no need to feel rushed or act in accordance with unreasonable deadlines.
No rush.
And you should learn to be both comfortable with asking for more time and being patient with yourself. Just as each style needs to figure out, learn how long it takes for you to accelerate to your top speed. The biggest pitfall for my earth people is that you are very self-critical and you tend to beat yourself up for not going faster. According to Dr. K, this style is prone to depression, which may cause you to give up far too soon before you see the fruits of your own labor. However, you can overcome this by acknowledging that you just need more time than other people.
I need more time.
And not only is that just totally okay, that is awesome because once you get in the zone and understand what you're doing, you will pass everyone else up and do truly amazing work. Each style is totally awesome in its own way, and although society right now tends to favor the fire style, once you understand your primary style, you can optimize your days and workloads to better suit you rather than what other people demand. That way, you can do your best work, make progress on the things that actually matter to you, and stay motivated whenever you want to. If you found this helpful so far and you want to learn more self-improvement and mental health tips, subscribe so you don't miss my other videos. Also, I heard that people who hit the bell to get notifications when my videos go live are capable of doing the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs.
Power of the dark side.
Force not make one great.
Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Or for my non-Star Wars fans out there, you are superbly stellar. But anyways, let's jump into the final point, a test that you can take to learn your style. In the description below, I've linked to 2 different tests you can take. They're pretty short, and they include just a bunch of questions that you need to answer about your body and your mind. I like the first test from Chopra.com because it gives you an overview of your primary style, and it also tells you about other fun things, like your appetite, temperament, conversation style, shopping style, and your stress response. For example, for wind people, your mind is creative, quick and imaginative. You welcome new experiences, you love to talk, you enjoy buying things, and when confronted with stress, you first think about what you did wrong. I found this to be spot on for me, so take the test and let me know what you think. If you're interested in mine, I'm 60% wind, 30% earth, and 10% fire. Comment below to share what your primary style is and what your main ship is. Are you a TIE fighter, an X-Wing, or a Millennium Falcon? So now you know what doshas or productivity styles are, the 3 main styles along with their strengths and their pitfalls, and how to take a test to figure out what your style is. But let's take a step back and remember why you're watching this video in the first place. You're probably interested in learning more about how to be productive or stay focused during the day. So don't feel like this is the only factor to determine how to structure your day. Experiment with different styles or even combine them in new ways to find something that works for you. And congrats, for watching to the end, you've gained experience points for your productivity pillar. Let's take a look. Oh my God, nice.
Nice. Nice! Nice.
Remember, whether you know it or not, you are extraordinarily unique. You are profoundly loved, and you are gonna shake the very foundation of this world with your greatness. I'm John, you've just leveled up, and I'll see you in the next one.